Guys, we are here with Sami Layadi from Survivor 43. You know him as, a student, a pet cremator. I put AV person now, and a business owner hybrid.
Yes,
Hybrid.
sir.
Love the
Just
way
jack
that
of all
they
trades.
love the way they put all of that on your little reel. Uh, but welcome to the show. I'm glad we can finally get this to happen. Finally make this work. So welcome. How are you?
Man, I'm doing really good. It's always been it's been interesting to dive back into the life of irrelevancy. You know what I mean? Just get back to being normal, and I can't say that I like it, but I can't say I hate it.
Well, you're very popular now. I believe once everybody goes on to that show, they kind of skyrocket into fame. And I mean,
I don't know
you were
about all that,
very
man, because I still gotta pay. I gotta pay for food at restaurants and stuff still. Dude, I went
Yep.
to a basketball game the other day, and so I was like just walking around, and these dudes that work for the team noticed me, and they started talking to me and stuff. And they work for like the little snack shack, and so I was like, dude, like, can I get some popcorn? Like, you guys watch the show, and they're like, that's sweet. Dude, they couldn't even give me popcorn. So I don't know how famous I am because I can't even get popcorn at a freaking sports game for free. So
hey, there's always
Oh,
that
yeah.
saying though is that when you're not famous, you gotta pay for stuff, and then when you are famous, you still gotta pay for stuff. So like,
yeah, dude. So I don't know, man. You tell me what this fame is all about, bro.
there's just we are excited that you're on. We have questions regarding. Well, I had questions regarding pet cremation. Now that but now you no longer do it. Um, but then we have just some questions for you about Survivor and your season and then Survivor overall. So I guess the first question that I have is why pet cremation? How did you get into it, and how was doing that?
Man, okay, so nobody wakes up and decides
I can't.
to go into pet cremation as a career, okay? Nobody wakes up and goes to school to work towards being a pet cremator. So it was an interesting job because I just had graduated from high school, and in my church I knew this guy that had owned a funeral home. And so he was looking for he was looking for somebody to worked the job, and it's like it was called a removal technician, so it had like this cool little name to it and everything. And so basically, what happened was I saw that this job, and I went in on ahead and did like a hands-on interview. Like I went in, I saw what they did, dead dogs, cats, all that, and I basically just was like, okay, I'm not gonna do this job. Like this is too weird for me. This is not what I want to do. And so, crushed the interview because I was probably one of the only people that ever interviewed for it. And went in, crushed the interview, and then just was hoping I could get out of it. And I had this whole plan. I was going on vacation the week after the interview. So I went on ahead and I was like, listen, man, I would love to work, but I know you guys need somebody right now. I know you guys are super urgent for a worker. And unfortunately, man, I'm going to be gone for a week. So if you could wait a week, I'll come work for you. But I know that you're super. I knew how much they needed somebody. They need somebody right now. And so I was like, they're not going to pick me, man. And then he texted me and he's like, all right, man, see you next week. And I was like, bro. So then my journey began, right? Then my journey began. I started working, and did you say what it was like, man? What it was like? It's kind of like exactly what it sounds like. I drove around for like half the day picking up pets from the vets,
Oh,
and dude, it was so brutal though, man. It was so brutal, and the worst part about it was like interacting with the owners and like seeing them crying about their pet like having just passed away. Cause like, dude, pets are like part of people's loved one. That's like their loved one. So, I got pretty good at burning up. I got pretty good at burning up cats and dogs and stuff though.
Oh my god.
I shouldn't be laughing, but like
So
It's just you don't see people going into something like that because, as we said, as we said earlier, you and I are both like wanting to do something with sports, and so like that's a
Yeah.
complete 360 of what
I
you
mean, it's
originally
a,
wanted.
it's a 720, bro. Well, it's not 8. I don't know.
It's a
Yeah, dude.
complete.
It's not what I wanted to work towards for sure. So basically, I did that for a while, and then I went on the show, and then I used the show as an excuse to retire from that bad boy.
Well, so speaking of the show, did you watch the show before you got on, or was it just like you started a couple of seasons in, or?
Yeah, man. So I watched the show, like I started watching when I was like 12, and I watched San Juan del Sur when that came out, and I kind of just like didn't really care about it after like a few episodes of that. I was like, man, this show's dope, cool, everything great. Don't want anything to do with that anymore. So I kind of just let it go, just moved on. And then I was on YouTube one day during COVID, and they had like a video of blood versus water, and they had like the final immunity challenge or final five or whatever, and it was like this big slide thing, and Tyson like won the challenge or whatever. And bro, I was like, dude, that is so sick. Like that is so sick, bro. Like I want to do that. Like I'm trying to go down this slide. I'm trying to build these puzzles, man. I want to do that stuff. And so then I started watching a lot more. I started getting obsessed with it, watching every season. I mean, because at this point it was COVID, no season was coming out, so bro, I was just consuming, man, streaming, and dude, it was crazy because I started just gaining all this like knowledge of the show. Like I just loved it. I started loving it, and so by the time I got to Winners at War, which is like one of the last seasons I watched, at the end of Winners at War, Jeff Probst is like, he was in his garage or whatever, like a Zoom call, like we're doing right now, and he is like, we're about to film our 41st season, but you know we haven't been able to because of COVID, obviously, and so that means that you should apply. And he's like, and he literally, I quote, he's like, especially if you're young, I'm talking 16, 17, 18, do it. You never know. And at the time, I was 16 and a half or something like that. And so, dude, I was like, oh snap. Like I'm trying to, I could actually do this. Like now I can actually do this. It wasn't until I was a pet cremator and hated my entire existence that I actually applied for the show, though.
I mean, it's cool to see you. It's cool to see that. Well, first off, I think the reason they did 15, 16, 17 is because I think they were going to do a kid like a teen.
That's what we really thought. It was going to be like a teen season, but it wasn't.
I'm going to be honest. That would be a catastrophic nightmare.
Oh, yeah. Well,
so I'm glad that they didn't go through with that.
Christy, what do you have for him? Because I have questions, but we'll go back and forth.
Okay, I have a few questions. So when I was, I'm a big fan. I've been since the beginning. I'm kind of old. So I always we always do drafts and we always research the players. So before in your pregame interviews, as I was kind of searching, I learned that, did you play in LRG, Treasure Island?
Yeah, so I have these family friends, and they own a landfill, and so they love the show. They love Survivor. So I actually did. In October of 2020 or something like that, we went out to that landfill, and we over the weekend played mock Survivor.
Yes.
And
so I'm an LRG player too. So that's
oh,
awesome.
Really?
Yep.
Yeah.
Survivor Philadelphia.
I thought it was fun and everything, but dude, I had the freaking toughest run, man. I made it to final 3 and I got third, bro. I was third place, and I was like, yo, everybody just did not, because that's we all knew each other. It was all my friends and stuff, bro. They were not messing with me, dude. We got to the end and they were just not happy with me.
Was it a final 3?
Yeah, they were just not happy with me at all.
I mean, that kind of helped you get prepare for the show, though, because if you have your friends attacking you and tearing you down, it kind of helped you with the
That was going to
actual
be my
strangers.
question. Like, do you feel like it prepared you at all, or like, what else did you do to prepare?
Yeah, so I'm gonna be honest. That didn't prepare me even like a slight bit. Like that had little to
You're like,
no. Dude, you cannot prepare for this game. You just can't. You could practice, like go to the gym, like whatever, all that stuff that you're gonna do. You cannot prepare for what this game holds. You cannot prepare for the. You just can't prepare for all of what it entails. You just can't. And like things I do, like I try to work on my like I did the same things everybody else does, right? Like I try to work on like balance. I try to work on puzzles a lot. I try to work on like I try to become more aware of my like the things that I was like not the best with as far as like social structure goes. Like I try to become very aware of the things that I did that annoyed people. I asked my mom, bro, that was the worst. Yo, I asked my mom, I was like, dude, can you just like tell me everything that's like annoying that I do? Cause like I want to start paying attention to it more.
oh, that's good.
Bro, she started listing all like I think she's still listing stuff off to this day, man. And I'm like, yo, the show is over, bro. Like it's over. Like I don't need this anymore. Like I don't actually care to self improve anymore. So
Well,
That's good, especially with 6-person tribes, because you do like you literally breathe and like you can go home. So
you are with the same people for so long that yeah, you're right. It just takes one thing. It takes you to do one thing to be like, all right, let's have it be that person because do you want to go home? I don't want to go home. You don't. Okay, cool. Yeah, let's do this guy. Like that's all that it takes is just one little thing and you're gone. I'm not saying that that's not what it took before, but I think before in Survivor, like 10-person tribes, it was a lot easier for people that were a little bit more annoying or a little bit like they could conceal that a little bit better because somebody would go out and look for an idol or somebody would suck at a challenge or something. So
well,
yeah, 6-person is tough.
You entered onto a tribe that I mean, right out there with Mariah and Ellie and Jeannie and you. Well, obviously you, but like, and then Owen and Mike. You guys entered right into the game, and y'all went to tribal council first. And I mean, that's 3 days in, and you kind of have to start fighting for your life from there on out.
Yeah, so it was tough because you know what, man? I will hold by. I genuinely believe like so you can say what you're gonna say about anything else, bro. I think Baka is one of the best starting tribes that Survivor's ever had. As far as dynamics and like personalities go, we had a little bit of everything. I love my starting tribe. It was so tough though to like you said, like going immediately to tribal. I felt okay in my position, but at the same time, I was up in the challenge and I lost for us. Like, and so Jeff even at tribal said something like, hey, is there any pressure to look at Sami and Gabler and go like, let's look at one of these two guys. They were doing the, and I remember being like, yo, Jeff, bro, why are you trying to throw me under the bus, big homie? Like, bro, like I'm quiet. I was sitting in my little corner, just not saying anything, and I didn't want any attention on me. So, it was tough. Honestly, what doesn't really come across in the show is like losing anybody even 3 days in is really tough because you know how much it took for that person to get there, and you know how you just become so bonded after 3 days. So even losing Mariah, in the terms of the show, it was like, oh, like whatever, like the first one out. But for us, it was really hard and really heartbreaking to lose a member of our like family so early.
Yeah. I love this game and I love this show, and it's one of my things was if I get voted out on day 3, I get voted out on day 3 because I did what 18 other people couldn't do. I was one of 18 people to go out, and yeah, it sucks like going out on day 3, but hey, at least I went out there and tried it. You, on the other hand, and this might not come as a shock because I don't know if you see a YouTube thing. People based off of your YouTube, off of your intro package, did not believe you were going to make the merge because you came out going, I'm going to be the youngest winner ever.
bro.
Yeah, but then after a
That
few
does not come.
episodes, they
That
had
does not come as the littlest shock. Not even the littlest shock, bro. I literally said going into the game, I knew it was gonna be me, my mom, and God that believe in me. Okay,
Yeah.
I knew there was going to be no other, like obviously like my immediate family and stuff, but like, dude, other than that, not one other person. I knew I was not gonna be given any winner picks or any of that BS because it's the way I come across. I have this little mohawk thing, like people don't really like it. They think it's cocky, whatever. You know, I could be intimidating to some people. So I knew that that's how I was gonna come across. But
Yeah.
in all reality,
Oh.
Ooh.
Oh.
In all reality, my phone has died.
there you go. I was on myself for a reason, and I knew I was not gonna flop like that. That's like, come on. I'm not okay. I'm not gonna like sit here and be like, oh, I knew the whole time I was gonna make the merch. Like it's hard and you like freak out a little bit, but at the same time, like, bro, come on, bro.
I had you on my, because we draft every season for every single season, and I had you on my draft. Like I had you as one of my winner picks. So I had faith.
Which one though? Which winner pick was I like the third pick, second pick, like?
Okay, I'm gonna be honest. I didn't get to draw first. I don't remember, but I will say that we all had.
Don't tell me the last pick was. Don't do it.
We all had Gabler as our very final pick. He was the last person, so at least you weren't Gabler.
At least dude.
And then my man wins.
Would I really not want to be Gabler, bro? Like he won the game, dog. Like
yeah, that's what I'm saying. Underestimated. Very underestimated.
I know we probably have this, and the Gabler winning over Cassie has to be the biggest blindside for viewers. What was going on in that process? Because
oh my God, give us some Pondy beats.
7 of you voted for him and 1 voted for Cassie. What was what was going on at Ponderosa that?
Honestly, man, nothing specific was going on at Ponderosa. Like there was no campaigning or nothing was really negative about it. Like there was strong feelings in specific camps, but at the end of the day, I think what a lot of people don't understand or realize is that the winner was made up in everybody's minds.
Yeah.
And the winner was Jesse. Jesse won the game. Jesse won the game once he got Cody out the game. And so when Jesse lost fire, everybody kind of had to go into a scramble of what now? Like now what? And I say this all the time. I can't speak to what everybody else was thinking, but I can speak to what I was thinking.
Yeah.
I went into Final Tribal I held my status as a voter with high regard. Like I need to be very serious about this. It's $1 million. And after the opening statements was leaning towards Owen to win the game. And from that point onward, honestly, it was just Gabler just I felt like what I wanted from somebody was tell me, I don't care about tell me what moves you made and all that. That's all some bullshit. Sorry. That's all some BS. At the end of the day, that's I don't know. I just think that's a little silly. And from the 3 of them, from their standpoints, I don't know that any one of them can claim one specific move. And so that's the hard part. Is I'm not gonna sit and say oh, dude, Gabler's move to take out Jesse was so sick. He won. That's just stupid. So I was just looking for be yourself, bro, because that's what I would have done. I got to the I was gonna be myself, talk it up, make everybody laugh, whatever, all that BS, all that fun stuff. That's all I was trying to do. And so I just wanted them to be themselves. And I saw Cass and Owen start to pander and start to try to say things that they thought that people wanted to hear. And for me, that just didn't work. Gabler, that was the Gabler I knew. That was the Gabler I knew out there. And so that's kind of what it came down to, man, was like he did things the way that I would have liked to have done things. So that's kind of why I gave my vote.
I think there's a lot of times throughout that he literally says, like, if you don't get me out. He literally said at one point, if you don't get me out, I'm going to go to the end. And he said that straight up at the back of camp to someone. He goes, if you don't get me out of this, I'm going to go. And I'm going to go all the way to the end and win. And he literally said that. And, I mean, he did. So.
I mean, he did it, man. Like, that's the thing. That's crazy is I didn't believe in him, but he did it.
And he provided you guys with palm frond blankets at your camp, social game. I mean, chilling.
Yeah, man. So like that's the crazy part is like, what the hell was that about?
I think you were in the clip, right? The one that was aired.
I was the one he put it on. I remember waking up like, did this just like fall on me right now? Like what just happened?
Chrissy, what you got? He's gone again.
Okay.
Hold on, he's gone. Hold on, we're waiting for him to come back.
My bad.
No.
Okay. So I have it seemed like your strategy was mostly to position yourself in the middle of the tribe and flip flop to
that's my fault. Hold on, I muted you on that. You actually got muted.
I had a question. Okay, am I unmuted? Okay, so I said it seemed like your strategy throughout most of the game was to position yourself amidst the center of the tribe, divisions, and kind of flip flop back and forth as it benefited you. And I thought it went on for like a long time, like without you getting any real like heat for it. Which as a younger contestant, I thought that was really pretty impressive. Did you plan for that to be like your strategy going in, or to just kind of like evolve as the game went on?
Yeah, so I think like you don't want to plan those kind of things going in because there's so many different aspects of the game that you cannot control until you're there, until you understand. And so I definitely didn't want to have a set strategy going into the game. But as I started to, I just kind of reached back into my life. Like I reached back into my life, and like something I'm good at doing is lying. Okay, I'm good at lying and making a lot of BS up. I don't know where it comes from, and it's not the only person I really can't lie to is my mom, but I'll lie to people all the time, dude. Like if I don't want to go to your party, I'll tell you I'm doing this thing, and if I don't want to go out to eat with you, I'll tell you I'm doing another thing. Like I could just lie to like so many people at once, and so it was really hard to lie at first. Like I didn't want to do it, and then when Mariah went out, and then I started realizing like, oh, dude, like this, everybody's lying. Like everybody's lying a little bit. Like Allie's lying, Janine's lying. I was like, dude, you might as well start lying. And so, to your point, though, to your question, I didn't think I was going to be able to go back and forth as much as I was able to. And once I flipped on everybody and we voted out Dwight at 12, that was when I realized, okay, because we got back from voting out Dwight. And Noelle, I was able to talk Noelle down a little bit, and she showed me that she has a steal a vote.
Mm-hmm.
And then I was like, oh, like, she just told me this because I, like, talked to her. And that's when I was like, bro, I know what they're doing over here, and I know what they're doing over here. That's a hell of a lot better than knowing what this side's doing but not this side. I was like, bro, sign me up for that. So then I just kind of got carried away, dude. I was like, I just started going left, right. And to your point where you said it went on for a very long time,
you got to like.
I appreciate you saying that because people freaking, dude, you can hear them in the episode and stuff. Like people, everybody was such an expert. Once I got caught in my lie, everybody all of a sudden was such an expert. And everybody's like, oh, I knew. They're like, dude, I knew you were going back and forth. Like, I knew you were lying. The only person that knew I was going back and forth was Jesse. That was the only person that knew that I was flip-flopping back and forth. Had anybody else known that that's what I was doing, I would have been gone a long time ago. A long time ago. And
it was a pretty big game. Like, it was pretty impressive because you went on doing this, and like what you said about Dwight, I think that's when it became like the strategy became more obvious to the viewers. And it's like you went on doing this until I think it was Noelle left, right? You had voted Carla.
Yeah, it was
like,
till final 8.
You were like, no, Gabler did that. Then you were like, wait, no, never mind, it was me. You were like, F it, let me just be honest.
I want to say though, you went all the way to final. You made it to the final 7 without ever getting a vote cast against you. And then you became the only person in 43 to play a shot in the dark because you knew that you were the one that was getting targeted. I mean, you tried so hard to flip it to Cassidy, but you couldn't. But I would have. Oh my God, that would have been such the biggest blindside had you.
Do you think if that succeeded, she would have gone, Cassidy?
Yeah, Cass would have gone had I.
If you're
but that's even looking back on that, like going for Cass was stupid. Like we should have targeted somebody like Jesse or Cody at that vote. But it's like they were so good at managing their threat level that I felt at that point, it wasn't until tribal council that I knew, dude, Jesse is gonna win this whole thing. Like I was like, that's when I finally realized when I got the vibes that had flipped onto me, then that's when I was like, oh, dude, that's who I should have been going after. But that doesn't work when you're at tribal. And so, yeah, dude, like it's hard because I'm a pretty realistic guy. I like to call a spade a spade. I like to be honest with myself. I wasn't good at the challenges, man. I didn't win in a freaking immunity necklace, bro. Like I was so pissed about that. My heart's broken about that. I'll be honest about that. But another thing I do truly feel in my heart is that if my shot in the dark works and it goes through, and this is obviously like, yeah, anybody could say this, so take it with a grain of salt. I believe if my shot in the dark works, I have a good chance at winning the game. I think I have a good chance at making it to the end and winning the game because going back to camp in a 3v3 situation, me, Gabler, and Owen versus the other 3, I would know where the lines are drawn, and I definitely think I would have been able to maneuver my way around that situation because Carla would have came back, having been blindsided by Jesse because they tried to get her to vote for Cassidy, and it would have been a mess, and I would like the chaos that you saw already would have amplified to the 50th power. I promise it would have been so spicy, but it's okay because maybe that just wasn't in the cards. Everything happens for a reason.
Are you watching the current season?
I love it.
You see the successful play finally.
Yeah, dude. Oh my gosh, I don't know how to feel about that.
I don't know if she really needed it, but yeah.
Yeah, I would have taken it.
Yeah, you should have. Like, I. That was my next question: is if you're, because I know there's a lot of people who after they play one time they kind of like give it a break before they watch again. So, one of the big things is when you're out there on the island, it's hard to trust people because you don't know who's lying to who's working with who. And I've heard that when people come back from the island, they have a hard time trusting people in their everyday life. Did you have that kind of issue, or were you able to adjust back to normal life outside of the island?
So because I'm grateful for my experience because if I was somebody like Janine, I would have a hard time with that. But because I was a liar a lot of the time, and because obviously I was lied to and everything, but because I didn't face as much of that as other contestants had and have before, I didn't really have a problem with that at all. It wasn't hard for me to trust people and tell people things and like keep secrets, and like that wasn't really hard for me, to be honest. I didn't really, and also another thing, people say that they have a hard time sleeping in beds after they get done. Like they have to, they're like, dude, I have to sleep on the floor to like replicate the bamboo. Bro, dog, I slept for hours, bro, in a bed. Hours. Hours, like no issue at all. Sleeping in a bed, no issue at all, bro.
I mean, you literally get. I mean, you get the chance to sleep in a bed when you go to Ponderosa. Like,
Yeah, but some people want to sleep on the floor
At Pondy, people sleep on the floor. Oh my god.
because they have a hard time adjusting to like how it feels on their back and all that BS. Dog, I was fine, bro. I was fine, dude.
Oh, I would be in the bed immediately
Well,
after I ate something.
this is a very odd question that I'll let Chrissy ask. When you got voted off and you went to Ponderosa, what was the very first thing that you wanted?
That I wanted or that I ate?
That you wanted when you got to Ponderosa? What was the first thing that you wanted? And I mean, I guess it can be what you ate, but what was the very
Peanut
first
butter
thing
and French fries. So I got back.
Wait, like together?
I sat in the chair. Peanut butter was right there in front of me.
Oh, okay.
And bro, I just grabbed it. It was chunky peanut butter. So that was kind of a down. That sucked a little bit. That's not my favorite.
I'm not chunky. I'm a smooth.
Yeah,
it was
smooth.
chunky peanut butter. And bro, I grabbed it, and the vibes were a little off. Like everybody was pretty chill, but they were like, some people were a little bit peeved at me, right? And so I was like, yo, can I just like eat this? Like, can I just put my hand in here? Because I hadn't showered or anything at this point. And then they were like, no, dude, like that's gross. And then they gave me a spoon. And I'll just tell you this. I've been dreaming about food, dreaming about it, like just dreaming about it, like just thinking about it every night, everything, like just like dreaming about it. I got a spoon. I put the spoon in the peanut butter. I ate the peanut butter. And I was like, bro, this does not taste like $1 million, dude. Like this is not. This is so not worth it, bro. And so that's also advice I have for future players, man. The food is not worth it, dude. You'll go home and you'll eat it and you'll be like, ugh, this is so
no one's ever
useless. I wanted to be back out there immediately.
I heard that Fijian pizza is like trash.
It was gas. I don't know where that came from either. That was delicious.
Like that y'all had to eat at the reunion or whatever. I think
that pizza was phenomenal, bro. I have no idea where they got that from.
Oh, it was good? Okay.
It was gas. It was so good.
Okay, because at that point you've had like food for like a week or whatever since you were in I guess.
Well, I ate pizza on the island too. We won the pizza reward.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
That was delicious, bro. Like that was like top notch.
Right, you heard it here, guys. Fijian pizza.
Chrissy, what you got?
I just have one. I have one more question, and then I have like a cute little like would you rather thing.
Cool.
Like a survivor would you rather, and I don't know if he has rapid fires, but it's okay because of the strategy that you had implemented, like playing the middle, and in my opinion, playing it pretty effectively. Did you have like a number one, or did it like change pretty like? From what I saw, maybe it was like Gabler and Owen, but I don't know. Like, did it shift constantly? Like, did you have a closest ally? I guess is my question.
Yeah, when you look at my game, it's weird because like I didn't really like pick an ally and stick with them. I didn't do what you're kind of supposed to do in most situations. I would say that for a while, the person that I trusted the most, the person that I had the most trust in was Carla, which is why I thought it was such a good move to try to vote her out because I was like, dude, I'm like cutting ties on my ally. But on Baca, it actually was Owen. I know it looks like it was Gabler, especially on the show, but it was definitely Owen. Like, had it gone down to like only 2 people left on Baca, in my mind, it was me and Owen. And so I trusted Owen a lot. There was even a point to where I felt really good about working with Cass, like 1-2 punch with Cass at the end. I think that would have worked really well. So it's kind of frustrating because I look back and I'm like, dude, damn, like what I did was fun, but at the same time, damn, dude, like I had all these allies ready to work with me, bro. Like that's my thing with my game is like I was okay because it was me. Like it was on me. I ended my game effectively. Like I had all the pieces and I just didn't really use them to my best of my ability.
Makes sense.
Oh.
Before we go on, I have a 2 more. Would you, if given the opportunity, go back and play again?
Tomorrow.
And
Simple
would
as that,
you-
bro.
Okay. Go. Okay.
Let's go.
So my other one is Jeff really as nice in person as he seems on
You can't
television?
say that.
Jeff Probst, I joke around a lot, but like the amount of effort that he puts into the show and the amount of love that he has for all of the cast, all of the crew, everybody is second to none. Like you don't see that in other shows or other like celebrities or whatever. And so, dude, Jeff is even nicer than he looks on camera. If you saw him in public and you were like, "Hey, JP, what's up, dude? Like, what's up, big dog?" He'd be like, "What's up, man?" He's trying to match your energy. Like, he's just he's a genuine person at heart that cares about the show way more than anybody gives him credit for.
I like that.
Oh.
I have a couple of questions, but I'm going to ask them when we're done interviewing because I don't want them to be out there in the public ear before they. But Chrissy, we have a would you rather game. It's part of we have a thing that we like to call fiery questions. So congratulations, you're part of the fiery questions. Here we go.
Snap.
We got the fire right on. All right, so I'll just go. These are just like
fire is not going to get snuffed. Don't worry.
Okay, good, because that sucked.
Oh, you don't have to explain, but you can. So I'll just like 2 survivor-based things. Just tell me which one you'd rather. New era or old era?
I gotta go with old era. I know I'm part of the new era, but the old era, man, it's just something about they just had the classics. The old era is what got us to where the new era is today. I mean, between the challenges to the players to the moments, I mean, you gotta go with old era.
Who's your favorite like old era character? Sorry, I deviated because you said old era. I'm an old era kid. So
Yeah, my favorite old era character is honestly, it depends on what you say old era is. I probably gotta go with Tyson because Tyson is like the dry humor is what I really appreciate. This game is so serious and people take it really. I get why people take it serious, but you can't take yourself too serious. And he never took himself too serious, and that's what I appreciated the most about Tyson.
All right. 3 tribes of 6 or 2 tribes of 8?
What? 3 tribes of 6 or 2 tribes of 8?
Yeah, like your season or like
I would have to go with 2 tribes of 8, and I only say that because 3 tribes of 6 has become a staple. It's become very repetitive, kind of, and so
start swapping. Nobody's swapping on them. So,
yeah, I don't know. I think 2 tribes of 8. A little competition is there. Like these, like you know how like in Pearl Islands there was like Drake versus Morgan, like. Yeah. Drake and more like bro, come on, man, like that was classic. That was classic.
Drake ate them up, but yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Social, or I think I know what you're gonna say here, but social game or strategic game?
Social game. I gotta go with social game because
strategic. Okay.
I gotta go with social game because
that's how your theory goes. So.
It's all based upon like that's the foundation. Like the foundation of the strategic game is a social game. You don't have a good social game. People have had good social games and great strategic or bad social games, great strategic games, and they either are first voted out or they don't win. Like Spencer is a good example. So smart, dude. Kid was so smart, so connected, so dialed. But his social game wasn't the best. And so nobody wants you at the end. Nobody wants to give you $1 million at the end if you have a good social game.
I'm going to be biased just because I'm friends with him and he's a real, I believe that he would have won his season had a twist not been involved. But someone who had a very good social game but didn't and I'm going to get so flack by saying this. He had a very good social game, but he didn't do a lot of big moves. Would be Gavin from 38. He had the social game, but had the twist not been involved with Chris coming back, he probably would have won.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a good example because Gavin was such a likable person, such a likable character. But I mean, at the end of the day, there was not a lot he could do about people that had used. Like I said, 3 days in, we were like this at Baca.
Yeah.
So I can only imagine after 26 or whatever days on the edge of extinction, there was no way anybody was not going to vote for Chris. No way.
Even Reem, who didn't even like Chris at one point, voted for him. So like,
He won her over. Yeah.
Chrissy, do you have another?
Okay. Yeah, I have like a few more, but if you have too many, just let me know. Okay, so this one's kind of funny. To celebrate winning a challenge, kicking the puzzle over or doing the griddy?
Doing the griddy. Come on. What? Screw the kicking the puzzle over, dude. That's old news. The griddy is now. The griddy is now. And if I don't see one person, I'm torn. I want somebody else to do it, but I also kind of want it to be a staple of what I did. So I don't know. I'd love to see somebody else do the griddy.
Can't replicate that, at least not for a while. Okay, covering the puzzles up during a challenge. You know what I'm saying? Like if someone can't look at them, or looking at the puzzles after. So like there's 3 tribes. Should the second place team be able to like go look at the puzzle and I don't know.
Yeah, because sometimes they take a really long time.
Didn't you guys help?
We got help. No, we got help.
They got helped.
Me and Owen were stumped, bro.
That's when the griddy happened.
What to do.
That's when the griddy happened.
That's when the griddy happened. I griddied after we got help. Whatever. I griddied twice actually. But I will say this.
How dare they?
If I had to give an overall answer, I'll say people got to do it themselves. I know it's hypocritical because we didn't, but I'll say people should do them themselves because just because of how much work goes into creating them.
Yeah.
They do a lot of work to build that stuff, so it should be put to good use.
I've noticed it more this season. Like your season, that was only that one time, and then like occasionally people will look over. But this season, like they've straight up gone over to like a finished puzzle and like replicated it. Like,
yeah,
I heard him say during the one of the fireside chats or his podcast. Someone asked him about cheating on the show, about helping the other team, and he said. He goes, it's what they got to do. It's like he said, we give them, sometimes we give them a cloth to cover it up, but it's all about using that social, like, oh, you help me, I'm going to help you, like kind of thing. And he goes, that's all about the social aspect is, are they going to help each other or not? And I don't know.
And it worked.
Yep.
We won.
Yeah, it did. So this one's more about like how you reacted as a juror, I guess, because you were on the jury for both. The idol play against Cody or the idol play against Janine, like Jesse stealing both these idols?
That's a good question. I have to go with the idol play against Cody because after he revealed Janine's, I was like, what can this guy not do, man? But when when he played it against Cody, I was like,
that was huge. Yeah, it was huge.
Bro, I was like, dude, that's what I was trying to do. Like, I was dreaming about doing something like that. Like, oh my gosh, bro. Like, that's just crazy. So I got to go with the Cody one. Plus, dude, it just softball set Cody up, man. He said especially when Cody's like, I feel like a 9.5, actually. I feel really good. I was like,
I know, the 0.5.
Oh, snap.
All right, two more. 26 days or 39 days?
It's hard to say. I can only go with what I know. I haven't played 39 days, so I'd have to go 26 days. I just don't know. I don't know I don't know. That's a tough one.
If you played 39 days and you made it to, because I think you would have, you came in 7th. I think you would have gotten a family visit. Do you know who you would invite?
Mamacita would have been my mom.
Aww.
It's fun. I don't know if she would have came because she cannot be on television. She just doesn't want to be on television. That wants nothing to do with it. But
that's my husband. He would not come.
I would have brought her out. I would have brought her out there. I would have brought her out. And if she wouldn't have come, then my brother would have come.
No.
I have a feeling that parents will, anybody who says I wouldn't do it, if they get the call to get on the plane to come, they will do it in the
Oh, your kid made final 7. Like, oh shit. Okay.
Yeah, she'll do it.
Again, I was talking to Carly, Gavin's wife, and she said, I mean, there was no doubt in my mind. They called me, said, get on the plane, and I flew. I was like, I haven't seen my husband since 2 days after we got married. I was going to be there regardless.
Yeah, that's very true.
That's why I think anybody who says, oh, I don't want to go, they'll be on that next flight out to Fiji.
Yeah.
Agreed. Much agreed.
What's
Okay.
the
last one. Since you're watching the current season, the Birdcage idols or the Beware idols?
Birdcage, dude.
Yes.
It creates, man. I love chaos, man. I love things to be a little out of order. And that's what that thing does.
All
It
the
just
fake
creates
idols coming out.
absolute chaos. It's so much. It's so fun to watch, like and watch people get creative and crafty. So I gotta go with the Birdcage. Got to.
Well, those were good. Those were good.
Yeah, I was thinking of them because he's a new school player, but he was born when the early seasons were.
I know, it's crazy, huh?
Survive. We did the math. We went back to.
Oh yeah, we did.
We went back to when you were born, because your Survivor fandom page says October 20th, which I hope that's correct.
October 13th.
Oh, okay. Well, still.
October
13th. It would have been, you were born during Survivor Thailand when that was airing. So you are a season 5 baby. Aww. Going on, which makes you, by the way, I don't know if you know this, but you are the youngest castaway by birth date.
Oh, really?
Yeah, by birth date, you are the youngest castaway to ever play the game.
Carson on the current season, the same.
I don't.
Carson's older than I am.
Okay.
Yeah.
What about Swathi?
She's also older than I am.
Oh,
trust me, I stole this from his Wikipedia, his wiki page, so I believe.
So it says that, dude. Oh snap, dude! I knew that. I mean, hey man, like I put it on for 2002, man. Put it on for the 02 babies, man.
Yeah, Carson was
Thailand though, huh? I was born during Thailand. That's kind of a bummer.
That's what I said. I was like, that poor kid.
She said, she goes, oh,
it's icky.
Jeez, bro.
Amazon, it would have been better.
So not only was he the youngest person on his season, he was the youngest person by birthday, because Will Wall still holds the record for being the youngest contestant to ever play, because he was 18. But you were also the only person in your season to play their Shot in the Dark, which, I mean, it's kind of sad because you don't get to keep. I don't think you got to keep your die, did you?
No, man. It's in a bag in a closet somewhere in Los Angeles, I'm sure.
Oh.
Dang. But I thought it was gonna be cool to have you on. You said yes. Some other people from your season said no, and I was like, all right, well, because I was like, boom, boom, boom. I just changed the name, and I was like, I just want someone from this season. But you were the first one I actually reached out to. So.
And why was that?
I think it was kind of because I appreciated your gameplay and the way that you kind of had I'm going to go out there. I'm going to be, this is what drove me to you. The fact that someone was like, I'm going to be the youngest winner. You were very adamant about, like, I am going to do what it takes to get to the merge and win this game. And that's something that I want to do if I ever get on the show. I don't care who stands in my way. I'm going to get to the end. But I love the gameplay. And then that's why.
Much appreciated, brother. That's all I was trying to do, man. I wasn't there to dilly-dally or F around, bro. I was there to win the damn game. But I didn't win the game. But it's okay, man. I mean, it happens, bro.
Hey, you know what? Again, you did what so many people want to do. You got out there on the island. You applied. And then you got out there.
I appreciate it, man. That was the easy part, bro. It was so much fun.
Can I ask, how many times did you apply?
Once, man.
Damn.
You have to be young, dude. I'm telling you.
No. I'm on my sixth episode, my sixth video.
I stopped. I'm gonna start again in my 40s though, because I'm going for the Tiffany Seeley archetype. That's what we're going.
Keep trying. That's all I can say. Keep trying, dude. Never give up on it until the show is over. Don't give up.
Until Jeff Brooks is replaced by Boston Rob, or whoever it's gonna be.
So I have one final question before we go into your Instagram, and then in the interview. But I do have someone to ask afterwards. If you could play again, and you had to pick, let's say it was a fans versus favorites, you had to pick again. You had to play again. Who would you pick to be on the favorites side?
Like from his tribe or from
no. Let's say you were on again as a fan and you had to pick a favorite. Who would you want to play with?
Dude,
because I
don't know if I should answer that, man.
Being a fan versus favorites, new era versus old era. I can see it coming.
I feel like that's self-incriminating a little bit, bro. They can look at this a few years down the road and they can hold it against me if that opportunity came. But I'd have to go out there with my guy Cody. I need Cody out there. I would need Carla out there with me. I would need somebody like, and then let's throw Christian Hubicki out there. Let me get Angelina out there with me.
Yes.
Would you let her borrow your jacket?
I would bring an extra jacket just to give to her.
Aww.
And then let's go with shoot, I need like two more. Put Julia Sokolowski on there. She was at 18. We both got 7th place. Whatever. Let's duke that out. And one more person. Let's go. And put Tyson out there. Why not?
Okay, I was about to say, where's Tyson?
I was going to say, you need like one shield. You need like one winner shield.
Put him out. Oh, easy. This guy won already. Get him out of here. I mean, I would say Tony, but he would find a way to work us.
Yeah, he would.
That's too scary. I
don't want anything to do with that.
Guys, Sami, like I said, we want to thank you for coming out. I mean, I know it took us a while to get here, but we did it. And if you guys want to follow Sami, here's his Instagram.
What do you mean if? You want to follow me, dude?
No, you
follow me right now.
Follow this young man. You better be.
Come on, man.
Follow him right now.
Me checking to make sure I am.
I ain't getting any younger, dude.
But we will definitely be seeing him back out on the island. I know we will. So stick around. I have questions for you. But this is the end of the interview.
Appreciate it, bro. Appreciate